Today we're having a look at Lies of P, the Pinocchio story-based game that has mechanics and features similar to Souls-like games such as Bloodborne, Darksouls, and Elden Ring. Now this won't be a direct comparison to those games as I've only played Elden Ring and we're mostly looking to look at the game based on its own merit and not similar titles. First, you awaken in the game at the sound of a mysterious voice welcome you into the world. One of the first things you'll discover is you are prompted to select the weapon style you wish to use. This is between strength, dex, and balanced, which can be interpreted as power or speed-based attacks. As you enter the world, you found out you exist in a time period in which puppets were mass-produced to be companions and serve the various roles in the world from police, entertainers, and everything in between. Also, you'll notice in the game there are barely any humans around. This is due to two factors: the puppet frenzy, in which puppets seem to be attacking humans, and the petrification disease, which is causing a mass quarantine and cover humans in a scaly-like material and spreading like wildfire. You, Pinocchio, are tasked with navigating your way through the world to save various important people in the world and create a safer environment for them to exist. The game takes inspiration from the original Pinocchio story of lying and truth-telling. Except, there's a twist. The twist is that humans and their humanity can be explained because they have the capability of imperfection, in the form of lying, while puppets don't have the same disposition and only tell the truth. This gives you multiple scenarios in which you can lie or tell the truth, affecting your overall humanity level and ending in the game. Now, the combat in this game is extremely engaging, giving you the standard heavy and light attacks with the addition of special abilities based on the blade and handle of the sword or club you're using. And this is one of the reasons why the game is so good. The fun part comes from the mixing and matching of various blades and blunt objects you acquire to create unique tools to help you destroy the chaotic puppets around you. For example, you may find the blade of a dagger that has an attack ability, while the handle of your greatsword adds a defense ability. In simpler terms, you can pair attack with defense, defense with defense, or balance with either, and in all directions vice versa. Some weapons have innate elemental abilities, which makes their added abilities all the more interesting to combine, as well as one of your arms, which can have its own specific changeable ability, such as electric abilities or a grappling hook. While venturing, you'll also come across various items that are resource replenishing, damage adding, or simply throwable to help you in a difficult battle. Now let me tell you this game does get difficult. The game gives a sense of get good or don't play with its interesting enemies and the various ways they attack. Not only will you face a variety of difficult bosses, but the more common enemies don't let up in their pursuit to defeat you. It does use a similar system of respawning enemies like in Elden Ring, and once you die or take a rest, all the enemies respawn, allowing you to continuously level using its power and in-game currency known as Ergo. Yes, much like Elden Ring, your level up experience and in-game currency is the same resource, making every decision critical when it comes to buying items or boosting your attributes. But with constantly respawning enemies, there's endless amounts to grind and build up. Throughout the world, you'll mostly see puppets you can fight, but occasionally you'll hear the voice of a human in the world or quarantined in a building to which you can communicate with them and gain soft quests that, if you remember, you can return to them specifically and get special items or information they suggest. Such as one lady who cries out about her missing baby, only for you to find the child and return to her, giving her either positive or negative information about its uncertain fate. I use the term soft quest as there isn't exactly a map marker or quest log that makes these missions mandatory, but if you discover them, they add to the lore and assist in immersing you in the unique and interesting world of the game. Again, this game can get very difficult, and at only 3 hours in, you'll either want to never play again or very much enjoy the story and find yourself extremely determined to find that next special weapon and find out what happens next in its extremely captivating story. And again, the story is really one of the things that makes this game so good. I mean, yes, it has the same mechanics as some of the games that we're usually used to playing, but instead of being set in like a medieval type of environment, it's the whole world of like a mix of steampunk and the whole Pinocchio story. So although the mechanics are very familiar, the whole idea of it makes it feel like a new game. Now, for my personal opinion, is this game a keeper or a refunder? I give it a full-blown keeper. This game is reminiscent of old non-open world games that take a more linear approach where the character goes, but it does a great job in not making you feel bored or trapped on rails, because around every corner there is a new enemy to fight, an item to be tested, and greatness to be achieved by watching your character get stronger. Specifically, the mixing and matching of items. It's great because then, let's say you find a sword you really like, but it has one ability you don't like. You can mix and match it with another sword that has the same type of situation going on, and you can create your ultimate weapon. Let me know below if you played and enjoyed it, or what game you're currently maining. Much love, as always. Be safe out there.